There we go. Let's change our character, finally. Now that Ash Ketchum / Dialga got his, got that. Let's go with... By the way, I just have to say, Nick, I am very sorry. Nick is the guy who makes a lot of these custom characters. I am not downloading any more characters. He's made a lot of really good-looking ones, but I just gotta... I'm sure I could, but I just don't want to. I'm sorry. I know that's really, really lame of me, but if I downloaded more characters, even if it was only for the purpose of this playthrough, it would feel like Boshy's getting new to me, and I don't want new experiences with this. I want the old. I want to relive it. Okay? I'm sorry. That's why I pick a lot of the same characters that I did before. I just don't want new characters. I mean, the mayonnaise is great. The mayonnaise is great. A couple of them are really good, but he's made like 23 new characters, and that's just too much for me. You can go and talk to him. It's Nick... what's the numbers again? It's Nick3529. I'm sure he'll comment in the description. I'll give him permission to. You can link... anybody who wants to check out his new characters, please go and look. I'm sorry. I don't want to use any more. I've got enough. So, sorry. I just had to say that. No, Baby Yoshi's too loud. Let's go with Simon, because he's the same kind of color as the background. He looks like that he'd be, you know, the kind of Arabian traveler. Oh, what is this now? What is this? This world is very bad for me. I'm very fair-skinned. I can't do this. Wait a minute. Oh, really? I went the right way? Hey, there you go. Now, wait a minute. Oh, right, you gotta flip all the switches and stuff. Oh, Simon, your big fat feet. Oh, Simon! By the way, I do like how these fireballs are the, Oh, that's not good. These fireballs are the fireballs from, Mario 2, the redone version on the SNES. By the way, Mario 2 had very good boss fights. You know, the bomb rat was very good, the three-headed snake, very good, the rock lobster crab guy, very, very scary boss, the sun, Wart. Actually, to be honest, I never got to Wart as a kid. There was a lot of Super Nintendo games that I never finished as a kid that I've been totally meaning to go back and finish, either on recording or not. As a matter of fact, here, I'll share a little bit of a childhood memory with you guys, because you asked, I know you did. One of the games that I think I played with my father the most, more than any other game I've ever played, I think probably with anybody else, barring a couple of the new games that I play with my friends on Steam, at least person to person, in one room, I have definitely played this one game more with my father than I have ever played with anybody else, and that was Goof Troop. I played Goof Troop with my dad on the SNES for hours and hours and hours back when I was like 6. That game was so fun, man. If I remember correctly, it had pretty good bosses. I don't remember how... Like, I haven't gone back and actually played it in probably more than 11 years. But man, that game would bring back such waves of nostalgia for me. Hopefully good ones. I remember some... I don't think we ever beat it, though. I think I just remember us playing the like, first couple levels over and over and over again and just having a blast. Because that game is pretty puzzle-heavy. I'm surprised I'm doing this well, wow. Can this fireball not kill me? You see, I asked nicely and you didn't pay attention. Oh, you... Anyway, yeah, Goof Troop had some pretty good bosses in it. Speaking of good bosses, I was reluctant to list Kingdom Hearts when I was talking about that whole, you know, showing all your villains in the same kind of room, being cocky about it. Because, I'll be honest, Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't do that. Kingdom Hearts 2 did not show you all of the villains you're going to be fighting. It didn't do that. It just showed mysterious, shadowed robe thingies They might have just held up big giant black boxes with question marks on it, because you didn't know who the heck you were fighting. You didn't know the relative size, you didn't know anything. They're just big question marks. That's all that it was. So I don't credit Kingdom Hearts 2, that is. With Kingdom Hearts 1 did that more than the second one did, for God's sakes. At least Kingdom Hearts 1 kind of showed you the villains that you'd be encountering. Jeez. The second one, it was too overdone, in my opinion, to be qualified as intimidating. I need to actually see the faces of those people that are going to possibly be killing me to be intimidated. I don't want to see the executioner's robes. I don't need to see a big question mark. Is this death? Is this life? I know they're all death. I know they're all out to kill me. Just give me a face. I think that's, in my opinion, in my very humble opinion, it is more terrifying to see the face, the human face, of your killer. I haven't been killed before, but if it was me... Now wait a minute, how the heck... Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way! Jeez. I don't need to go that way. Going back to the right is where my save is. That's where I... Okay. If I actually get to see the demented face... Not even demented! That's possibly even scarier. If the person that is killing you, that is doing this terrible thing to you, isn't demented, or could just be any random guy on the street, that's terrifying! That implies that normality is you being killed. A normal person wants you killed. This isn't some drooling psychopath that you need to fear like some boogeyman. It's a human. Well, in Kingdom Hearts' case, what is a human? I don't even know what the heck is a human in Kingdom Hearts universe. It's so upside down and topsy crazy. There we go. Yeesh, that took longer than expected. But like, I'll go back to Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3, you saw all of the faces. You saw everything. You saw the you saw who was going to be after you. And that makes it all the better because you actually know. Okay? Jeez. Wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Something's off. Hold on a minute. What is it? Something's made. How do I keep jumping into that cacti? This place, by the way, I think I mentioned it in my first Boshy playthrough, definitely reminds me of the first Paper Mario. A lot. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have I messed myself up here? Oh, wait, no, I haven't, I'm sorry. I was doing so well with the puzzles. There we are. Perfect. But yes, Kingdom Hearts 2, you held your cards too close to the vest. I'm looking at you, Luxord. Lux Lord. I don't know what his name is. It's a little joke there for those of you who've played the game. Oh, no, where? Come on, can I... Why does this pattern give me so much trouble? How weird. Come on, you just need to fall down the hole. Fall down the hole. Come on, Simon. There you go. If I can actually get to Solgren tonight, I'll be very impressed. Probably not. I am really anticipating the final tower to just be... Oh, that sound effect. Ah, tame that beast. That is the sound effect of my childhood. That wank, wank. Oh my god, I can remember playing Mario 2 on my SNES. Oh, I just thought of another game that does boss encounters really, really good. And that's Star Fox. Star Fox does great attitude boss fights. At least Star Fox 64, which I have to sadly admit is the only Star Fox 64 is the only Star Fox game that I've played, except for this one that I rented where you go on, like, you get out of your ship and you go, like, on the ground and you get to, like, shoot enemies on the ground, which I actually liked a lot. I thought the gameplay was pretty fun, if I'm to be 100% honest. I think I remember hearing people not liking it for some reason. I don't know, I only rented it when I was like 12 or something. There we go, making some progress through this world. Ooh. But, yeah, Star Fox has some really good attitude bosses. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned before, I talked about Super Punch-Out, but Super Punch-Out, man, it's like arena end, like the end arena bosses are so freaking intimidating. If you start talking about, oh, what are their names? There's like 4 of them. Bald Bull, Mr. Sandman, Mr. Macho Man, no wait, Super Macho Man, that's right. And then the Bruise Brothers, those guys. Well, you know, one of these days I will play Super Punch-Out. If you've played it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played it, you'll find out one day. Because those 4 people, well, technically 5 people, the Bruise Brothers count as 2. But the older Bruise Brother, the final Bruise Brother, oh my god. Oh. And, without a doubt, one of the most difficult, one of the most unforgiving, one of the most intimidating, and just, oh my god, bosses of my childhood. The final boss of Banjo-Kazooie 2. Banjo-Tooie, I'm sorry. The final boss of Banjo-Tooie. Don't even talk to me about that thing. That thing is a force unto a... it is a force. It is the force. On its own. Standalone platform title. My god. Fighting that boss could be a game in and of itself. That boss is so god-awfully hard. And I'll say right now, making a boss fight difficult is not a measure of a good boss fight. Let me think of a boss fight that is really, well, not easy, but let me think of a boss fight that's pretty easy that is still really satisfying. No, I was gonna use the final boss from, you know what? Here's a good example. Well, no, I don't want to bring up Paper Mario again. What is a good... I don't want to... You know, I don't want to talk about that game because that's a little bit too new of a game, and it has spoilers. What can you think of? What game can you think of that had an easy... Well, not a... Ooh, I'm getting a comment right now. Hold on, my phone is vibrating. Maybe somebody's talking about bosses. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Definitely got a comment here. Who is commenting? I got a comment from... Oh my god. This is from Jeefco. Gunslinger getting back to the topic he started rambling on earlier? Is this real life? Ah, you've got me there, Jeef. I do have a very bad problem of, I have a terrible problem of starting a rant and then getting sidetracked with something that happens, like a boss fight or something like that, or going on to a different topic, and then never coming back to the original topic. I try to catch myself, but can I not fall through that ninja? Thank you. Aha! You know what? That's it. I thought of a boss fight that is not particularly difficult, but is very satisfying. And that is the final boss. That is Bowser from Super Mario World. Super Mario World, in itself, by itself, is not a very difficult game. Even if you go for the extra stuff, I've played it multiple times as a kid and as an adult, and it was not too terrible. It was fun, legitimately. There were a few stages that were challenging, but overall, it's a pretty easy game, to be honest. And the final boss of that, Bowser, spoiler alert, Bowser is a boss in a Mario game. It's not hard, but you definitely feel like you've accomplished something when you beat it. When you beat Bowser. Is Bowser an it? He's more of a him, I think. I'm just gonna say this right here. Bowser is the most interesting thing that is going on with the Mario series right now. Bowser is where it's at. Bowser has really become his own independent character. Mario's just... I'm sorry, I think a lot of people are finding this out. Just a lot of people don't like Mario. He's so bland. He's just the generic nice guy hero, you know? He doesn't have an he doesn't have problems. His biggest problem, you know, the princess being captured, he doesn't care. He goes around yelling, "Woohoo!" You know, that is not the cry of a man who is really afraid of how his significant other is doing in the clutches of a whatever the heck Bowser is. If your girlfriend, steady girlfriend, had been kidnapped once by anything, a warthog, a pigeon, if whoever you know has been kidnapped, that's a terrifying thing. If your significant other has been kidnapped by a fire-breathing tortoise with spikes on its back that is bigger than you are, that is it's intelligent as you are, if not more intelligent, has an army of Koopas, a force to be reckoned with. And what does Mario do? He goes around jumping without a care in the world. Is this an admirable quality? Or is it one that we should look at Mario and go, you need some help? Where? Where do we draw the line? You know, at least Link goes around, like, being miserable. You never see Mario miserable. Can you name an instance where Mario was really, legitimately miserable about his situation with Princess Peach? I personally can't think of one. Luigi, sure, Luigi has more personality than Mario. It's like, even Princess Peach, even the Toads, I can understand trying to make a blank template hero. Nintendo does that a lot, but my god! It is pretty darn sad when a Toad has more of a personality than Mario does. Ugh!